All right. Hello, Gun Nation. I am live with everyone. We're trying to get his situation, or he's trying to get it fixed, but for some reason, it's not working. So he's still trying to figure it out. But I hope everyone's doing good this evening. We will try to. Maybe he didn't feed the squirrels and make the internet work. But hello, Scott. We got Pistol Pete, Lynn Holt, James Johnson, Milkman, CZ Shadow 2. But yeah, and if we can get Uncle Dan back, we will. I don't know what the heck's going on. But no, I did not hear that the Indiana Mall hero was using a Glock. I didn't hear that. So if he was, obviously whatever gun he had on him worked. So that's great. So let's see here. We need to not let the anti-gunners ever stop hearing how the good citizens with a gun. Eli took the trash out and stopped the evil POS. Yes, I agree. And also they're fighting with the anti-gun, or they're trying to pass that anti-gun bill. I don't know what's going on with that, but they're actually trying to do that too. So yeah, yeah. Are you there?
Yeah, are you there?
I can hear you. You hear me?
Hey, mute your chat.
Hey, mute your chat.
Can you hear me now? No audio?
Hello?
Hello? Nothing?
Yeah, mute the chat.
Yeah, mute the
Uncle
chat,
Dan.
Uncle Dan.
I'm hearing myself.
Mute the
I'm
chat.
hearing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
show.
Yeah, just
tap it.
It says on here.
You'll stay live.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Never seen it act up like this.
Can you hear me?
Maybe.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Yeah, it's. I can hear myself.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
So you might have to mute the chat. Just mute it. So
Well, that's not enough. How about 1, 2, 3, 1, 2? No.
I can hear you. But I can.
You can hear me?
But I can hear myself too.
Yeah. Well, you're echoing then. You actually can hear me now?
Yes.
Good audio?
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you, so we're good. You know, you're hearing yourself. You're
For some reason it's coming back.
Yeah, that's because it's recirculating. The audio is coming back to your mic on your laptop.
Hang on.
We got live people on here.
Yeah, it's live.
Oh wow, I can't see the chat, so you guys just bear with me. So if anything's important, y'all let me know.
Yep. Hang on. I'm trying to grab your phone.
Now, a word from my sponsor, Lone Star Beer.
Bear with us, guys.
Yeah, we got some good stuff for y'all, I think. Sorry about the lighting. I don't have my normal studio set up. I got grandkids going everywhere, so they're actually making their own movie this evening, so I had to get in here.
Wouldn't you guess that my earphones are all
Tangled up?
Yeah.
I swear when you bought that cord was 6 foot long, right?
Who knows? Let me see if this
Man,
works.
your hair is... You got hair like a Greek god, Big J.
Hey now. All right. Hang on. I probably got to change my whatever. Use headphones. You can go ahead and talk.
You can go ahead and talk.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. You good to hear me on those?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Perfect. I'm getting static every once in a while, but I suppose it's because of these cheap headphones. So how's everybody doing out there? Hello, Gun Nation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess they're good. It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube, probably a year. Matter of fact, the last time I was probably on your people's chat, which is, man, it's probably been a year, so.
It has been a long time. It has been a long time. Let's see here. I'm going to try something real quick.
I'm
going to try something real quick. Hang on.
Okay.
You can go ahead and talk. I'm just going to try to see if I can fix these. You can go ahead and talk. I'm just going to try to see if I can.
Well, I think today we're going to talk a little bit about archery. Something Big Johnson and I had been talking about. I've been a traditional bow hunter for over 40 years. Basically, have fed my family with a long bow or primitive bow or sometimes a recurve. And it was something that he had tried, I think, compound back years ago, kind of when everybody went to it. And I think he found it kind of frustrating. My oldest boy used to say, hunting with a compound bow is like trying to slip through the woods with a set of box springs. And I think kind of that's what he experienced. And so, we were talking about traditional archery and he kind of got interested. And I think he may have pulled the trigger or plucked a string today. And so that's exciting to see what he got. But I'll bet baby milk money, it's going to be orange.
Yeah, let's
see
if this.
We want to talk a little bit about that.
Can y'all hear me? It's still echoing. Dang it. It's just driving me crazy.
Well, you're not echoing in my audio.
Sorry, everyone. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear myself. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear myself. Shit.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to hear yourself.
I know, but echoing. It's double talking. God dang it.
Your speakers are off on your laptop? Do they automatically mute when you're plugged in?
Yeah.
Now, I'm hearing something there, and that it sounded better now.
I don't think it's fixed. No.
Well, ask the people out in the studio if it's echoing on them in the chat.
No, they're telling me I'm echoing like a crazy.
What about me? Ask them if I'm echoing.
No, you're fine.
Well, I just got that technical skill. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. Almost try.
All right, you muted then. You're probably aware of that.
Yeah. I'm doing it on purpose. All right, yeah. It's still echoing. God damn it.
Well, I can log out of this thing and you can do it back without having to do your earbuds, and we can do a trial run, or something on another day and figure out what's going on. I'm not understanding how it can echo. I mean, I know if you have it on speaker, it can recycle your sound. But normally when you're plugged in, it's not echo. Now the settings, are you seeing that settings?
Yeah, am I
at
still
the bottom?
Yeah, am I still echo? Yeah.
To me, you're not echoing.
Yeah, you're fine for some reason. I'm echoing now, and I don't know what it is.
Well, we appreciate y'all's patience out there, but I may have to go off, and you may have to do it the other, without me. And which, if you do, it's no big deal. I would, if we decide that's what we'll do, I'll kind of give everybody an update and just kind of sign off. But anyway, guys, I've been doing great. Right now, my oldest son his wife and my 3 grandkids are living with us because their house is being remodeled right across the road. And, that presents some challenges, but it's also very fun. And, I'm getting back to archery a lot, because of the ammo cost. Big Johnson actually convinced me to maybe come back and start doing some YouTube videos as I can, be limited somewhat by the fact that I'm, constantly dealing with grandkids, which, like I say, is a pleasure. But my whole archery career, I basically shot what a lot of people would call pure instinctive, grip it and rip it, poke and hope, some people call it. But I was very successful, won a lot of tournaments, always filled my tags and everything, shot very heavy bows, very fast for traditional archery. And now I'm kind of going back into this slower arrows, more aimed shots. As I'm getting older, I'm nearly 60 years old, in the best shape of my life, but possibly my skeleton is not. And so I thought I might document that journey. Actually what did I change my channel name to, Big J?
It's Trad Bow Time.
Trad Bow Time. It sounds like a Cajun skipper of what, like a tugboat, right? And but anyway, trad bows encompasses everything from like primitive bows, like this is a hickory, this backwards, a hickory self bow that I made and hunted with. As you can see, it looks like a snake on the end with antler tips. I promise you I'll be brief. This is my main bow right here. A lot of you guys have seen this on the channel. I did a few videos. This is a reflex deflex longbow, but it's a very sharp bow. I've had this bow for over 30 years and killed probably 200 hogs and 100 deer with it. So, I'll turn this back over to you and be in the audience. And then this is a little recurve bow, a very sharp one, 48 inches long. Big J, yours is 66. This is the Bear Kodiak Super Magnum. The longbow I was showing you guys is 62 pounds at my draw length on my fingers at 26 inches. This one is 60 pounds at 28, so pull about 55, 57 at my draw length. This bow season, I hunted with this. This is a Turkish bow, and you guys are going to think this is a joke. This bow strung is less than 33 inches long. It's backwards, Turkish recurve bow. And I hunted 5 times and killed 4 deer with this bow. This one is, where is it? This one is 50 pounds at 26 inches, which is my draw length. Very fast, tiny. As you can imagine, you can shoot this out of the window of a pickup truck. But I'm going to go back to a more almost Olympic style, which is something I think that Big J is going to do. So if you guys are interested in archery, I'm probably going to be doing some videos on that. It is a great way to trick yourself into fitness, shooting 1 arrow at a time. I used to shoot 100 arrows a day, and I would, shoot that one arrow, walk to the target, pull it, go and shoot it again. And I've got all about fitness in the last few years, last almost be 2 years in August that I've been on a fitness journey, thanks to Josh Benware, Firearms 101, and PopQuest was a big inspiration for that as well. And I feel great. I'm doing great. I've just been busy. And so that's just kind of a synopsis or whatever, but I will probably do like an introductory video, talk about some of this stuff, and then I'll probably start putting out some content. And hopefully, me and Big J can get together and, maybe I can, help him out a little bit. I'm not an expert, but I've been doing it for a long time. So, but anyway, I appreciate you. I'm sorry for the technical difficulty, guys, but I will sign out of this thing and then I will join back up with the chat in the, what do you call it, side chat, or I'll try to. And, so there maybe I can see you guys questions and whatever, but I appreciate you having me on and appreciate you giving me this time to waste 15 minutes of these good people's time. And so that's about it. We good?
All right. Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm probably going to echo again, but all right. Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm probably going to echo again, but
all right. Well, hey, as soon as I leave this chat, you can go back to normal mode, and then I'll come in there in the side chat, and I'll harass these good folks, and I will see y'all back in the side chat in just a few. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Can everyone hear and see me now? Or all that good stuff. I'm going to adjust this audio back real quick. Hopefully y'all can see and hear me. Let me know if you can see and hear me and all that stuff is good now. Please let me know. Hopefully. I'm all good now. Sometimes if someone has a bad internet connection, because we've had that happen on the Three Guys Gun Chat, it freaks out everything. I apologize for that. I'm so sorry. But yes, I wanted to have Uncle Dan on here. He's a really good friend of mine. I think I've known him since, 2016, 2017, something like that. And we've met up and, visited and all that stuff. And of course, planned to shoot together. It hasn't worked yet, but it's going to. But yes, I did do something. Uncle Dan has pressed me. I did used to shoot compound bows way back when. I went out and bought this high dollar rig. I think I've talked about it on chats before, and shot it a little bit. And I was just like, it's not that. I mean, I was that great of a bow shooter, but I didn't get the itch for it. So anyway, I've been talking to him and thinking about some stuff. Like recurves and things like that, kind of more of an old school type, but maybe modernized. And I did get an ILF bow. That's actually where you can, change. Basically, you can take the bow apart and put it in a bag. And I did get it's called a Sanlida, Sanlida. It's a Myth X10. And I'll show it to you real quick. This is the portion that you hold, and then you actually snap the pieces on here. So you lock them in, and then you pop your string on. So this is orange. So anyway, it's got a really nice wooden grip. It's got all that good stuff. I did shoot it before I bought it. It does have weights here. You can do the Olympic thing where you put the big, bar out here in the front, but this one actually has weights here and weights there. So got that, and it comes in a separate bag. So this part is in a bag, and then these are in a bag. So you just pop this. That's kind of what it looks like. It's X10. These are cross advanced carbon fiber. And then on the inside, it's white. Or I'm sorry, the outside it's white, the inside it's black. So it goes on like this. This is the bottom piece. And then that's I have another one that's the upper piece. It's 66 inches long. So it's very long. But I like it for my length of pull. And of course it's got the string and all that stuff. I did visit a place, and I'm in Oklahoma this week, just so y'all know, and I do want to shout these people out. It's a husband and a wife. They own the shop. Super, super nice. And I'm not, I've been getting all the information from Uncle Dan and things like that, but I did go in, spent time with me, figuring everything out, let me shoot. It's a pro shop and a range there. But here's their card. I just wanted to share it with y'all. See if I can get it to. Her name is Gail. His name is Jeff Steele. They're in Del City, Oklahoma. There's all their information. I wanted to share that. It's called um, Arrowhead Archery and Pro Shop, but super, super nice people. Spent some time with me. I had a lunch break, so I was in there for quite a while talking to them and everything, and did pick this bow up. So it, just so y'all know, also, it's not brand new. It's very, very lightly used. One of the instructors, competitive shooters, he works there along with them, and I just liked it a lot. And I'm like, hey, it's orange. You know, I shot it a little bit, and I'm like, is it for sale? And anyway, I bought it. So that's how it worked out. So, but, you know, Uncle Dan and I have been talking about it, and that's what, you know, that's what I decided to grab. So bought my first, I guess you could say, ILF bow or recurve bow, you know, traditional type bow in Oklahoma. So I've got to get arrows. I've got to get, you know, your little, the bucket you wear on your waist and all that. But I did do some pulls, 3-finger pulls with just fingers. And I will say this, after like 20 shots, this finger right here, my middle finger on my right hand, it's actually, I can't even feel the tip of it. So, and the neat thing about this one is, I think it's set at 27 now, but because I have such a long draw, I think I was pulling it at 32, but it can be cranked up to 40. So, but even at like 27, I could hunt hogs, I could do, you know, things like that with it. But, you know, I'll probably just get used to it and then tweak it up. So getting some targets and stuff like that. So anyway, but yeah, pretty excited about it. You know, the way that I was thinking about it also is, you know, I love pistols, you know, of course, ex golf or still golf a little bit, or haven't in a while, but I still enjoy it. But, you know, I was like, I did the airsoft thing, and it's fun, but I was like, you know, I want something that I could like shoot, walk to, pull the, you know, the arrows out, go back, shoot. And I figured I'd get a target for the right side of my yard, and then one for the left, so I can actually transition from here to here, you know, maybe do some different things. So maybe get a couple of those big targets and stick them out there. Of course, my wife won't really like me janking up the backyard, but I can at least pull them in and out and play with them quite a bit. But yeah, Uncle Dan, I've been trying to convince him to come back to YouTube and do some things. And he's been a bow hunter for 40 years and actually very good at it, and did some videos back in the day, but, you know, also loves firearms. And, you know, he didn't fall out of love with guns. He still shoots and stuff like that. But I think he's going to be, you know, very passionate about this and stay on top of it. So, and I know that I can learn a lot from him, because I'll just be honest with you, I'm not a very accomplished archer. So hopefully I can get there and, you know, have fun with it. That's what it's all about. Tonight's drink is Liquid Death Severed Lime. It's actually just water, but it says it'll murder your thirst, but it is actually pretty good. Oh, Hickok did a video shooting a bow the other day. That's cool. Yeah, and for any of y'all that just popped in, Uncle Dan was on, but we were having audio problems. So let's see. In a month or two, I'm going to order an Atlas Artemis or AAA. I don't know what the AAA is, but cool. Yeah, I've shot the Atlas. They're really nice guns. I enjoy them. Hello, Two Gun Kitty. How are you? IBG. Sorry if I missed some things. You know, I didn't want to. I know it's irritating when you're, you know, I'm saying things twice, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's not a damn gun, YouTube. No, it is not a gun. Definitely not a gun. Let's see here. There was a used MPA DS9 at the store. Looked pretty cool. Grip texture is awesome. Slide was not as smooth as I expected. Yeah, it depends on how they, lubed it up. And to be honest with you, even though it was used, it might have not been shot a lot. Or, you could break it down and look at it and see if, some people use grease. So they'll just load grease in the slides, and you don't really need grease. You just need lube. I'm not a big grease guy. Grease is like, I want to run thin lube in it, especially first for break-in. So it either might have some grease in it, or it's not even officially broke in yet. So that could be what's going on with it. But anytime you're looking at a used gun, I would just break it apart real quick, or they might not let you do it, but just have them do it, and you can inspect everything. You'd be surprised. I mean, I've seen all kinds of gunk in the slides, and it just won't let it rack, really smoothly. Hello, Pranic. How are you, man? My drink is Lone Star. Man, I used to drink that stuff back in the day. The Bluetooth link, that might have been what it was. And then also for Uncle Dan's channel, if y'all don't know, I did pin a comment in this chat. So you can go up to the top and you can actually subscribe to him, or it's also in the description of this video. So you can go over and subscribe to him that way too. Let's see. I picked up my MPA DS9 used while visiting son in Houston. It was great looking to buy a Scotto, but the DS9 felt so much better. Was it a steal at $1,900? Oh, that is a really good deal. Yeah, and it's kind of, and I have a video coming up later that I'll talk about this, but, well, I'll just wait. But, I have things that, like I have the alloy department, so to say, and then the steel or the all aluminum department. So we'll get more in on that later. Just spit on it. Yes, sir. Let's see. There was something else. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I don't know if y'all have been to Oklahoma in a while, and I come down here quite a bit, but whoa, the meth heads are out. They are out big time. I had an issue with some yesterday morning at the convenience store and this morning at the convenience store. And some of the stores have hired armed security to stand out in front of the store because they actually just sprawl out in front of the convenience store and just sit there. And they're either begging for money or they're just acting weird, running around, trying to touch people, doing just weird shit like that. So it's getting pretty crazy. And then they're standing on every corner begging for money. And I understand some of them are homeless, some of them have mental issues, and some of them are just crackheads. But it's getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm in Oklahoma City, so if any of y'all live in Oklahoma City or have been lately, that's what's happening. Let's see here. Yeah, the DS9 is solid, black with the blue trigger and safety, asking $2,200. Yeah, that's not a bad price. And that blue, they call it blueberry. So anytime you see that blue, it's actually like a tinted color, and it's a special coating that they do. So that's usually an additional cost, but they call it blueberry, but it is kind of cool looking. Yep, Uncle Dan, it's the same channel, just a different name. Trad Bowtime, formerly known as Shooting with Uncle Dan. That is correct. And he's got all kinds of, videos from back when. I'm sure Tulsa is worse, as it's always been. Yeah. I mean, I was in Tulsa not too long ago, and here recently what I'm seeing is Oklahoma City is getting worse and worse. I know every area has sketchy areas. I know downtown Dallas does too, Houston does, but it's just, it's crazy. Yes, I think they have, Pistol Pete. Did the country just stop arresting criminals? I think they have, yes. I just think they're, some of the areas are just letting people do what they want to do. And that's what and if they do arrest them, they're letting them out within 10 minutes. They're not prosecuting them. Let's see here. Can anyone recommend a company that will fit to a 2011 slide? company that will fit barrel to a 2011 slide. Jarvis, Jarvis, makes some, or you could get with the manufacturer, whoever made that particular gun, and they can give you recommendations. Some you can actually buy the barrel for the gun, and then you can take it in to a competent gunsmith, and the gunsmith can fit it. I know my gunsmiths at Texas Gun Experience fit quite a few 1911, 2011 barrels. Let's see what Russ is saying. I had a bum passed out on my front porch a few months ago in California. Holy crap. That's crazy. Let's see. Had a lot of CZs. Was hoping they had a 97 BD. Yeah, I definitely don't see those very often. I know Texas Gun Experience had one, like, I think I talked about it on a chat. They had it like, I don't know, 5 months ago or something, but it sold. They only had it for like half a day, so it sold pretty quickly since they canceled them and don't make them anymore. I don't know if Vulcan. I mean, I know the guys at Vulcan. I don't know if they actually fit barrels. I know that they do like porting and things like that, but I don't know if they fit them to the guns. They might. You could call them, but Hunter's crack pipe. Yeah, I was gonna say, hell, I saw probably a lot of Hunter's buddies, on these out in front of these grocery stores and stuff, or these convenience stores. But let's see here. There was something I was going to talk about. Oh, I don't know if y'all saw the sneak peek. I think it's been posted by Lena Mikulik, Jerry's daughter, that SIG even has another pistol coming out. So it's like a 365 that holds 17 rounds or something. Don't know if anybody's interested in that. Big J, do you run night sights on your staccatos? Yes, I do. The ones that came on there. However, I shoot with the dot, so I don't even look at the sights. I don't even focus on the sights. I'm looking at my target, and they're getting in the way. But no, they're not night sights. I'm sorry. Blacked out rear with fiber optic. I'm not a big night sight guy. I was a night sight guy back, oh gosh, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. I thought that every gun had to have night sights, but really thinking about it and opening up my eyes to it, the only thing a night sight is good for is for sitting on your nightstand, and they're going to glow, so it shows you where your gun is. Or if you were grappling with a bad guy and dropped your gun, it's going to help you find it in the dark. Other than that, they don't glow down range or anything like that. But the benefit, and I've proved this, the benefit of having a light on your gun when you have a fiber optic sight is when you get any bounce back from the wall, if you had to shoot with your sights, it actually lights up your front sight and makes your front sight glow. So you can acquire that if you didn't have a dot or whatever. Your weapon mounted lights will actually light up a fiber optic. So not a bad deal. Let's see here. I can get a CZ P10C tactical model with extended 17 round mags, threaded barrel, and suppressor height sights for $490. Is that the best price I will find? Now it probably is. Now that one is not optic ready, is it, Radama? I don't think it is, but maybe it is. I didn't see your optic ready or saying optic ready, but $490. That's not a bad price now. And I don't see too many of them, but that. Oh, okay. Oh, hang on. Are you back? Yeah.
Let's see if that fixed it.
No, it didn't.
It didn't. Okay. I was just going to check because I thought I had to wire something on. So, all right, then I'll get back in the side chat. See you guys in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that thing, but that's not a bad price. Let's see here. Yeah, if you prefer your P10 without optics, and yeah, if you want to get it cut later, you could. I have 2 of them that I've had milled. They didn't come optic ready, and I would rather have it milled without a plate. Do you have any lead fouling on your SIG P322? Yes. Depending on the ammo that I shoot, if I shoot some really cheap ammo, gosh, what's the one that I've had the worst with? I'll get quite a bit with the Federal Auto Match. It's not as bad as the Thunderbolts and stuff that I have, but I've had some pretty bad fouling, just lead. And, I just run my snake through it, clean it up, and it's usually been okay. But yeah, you can definitely see it. So. Let's see here. I don't know if they still have any, but Sportsman's Warehouse had PO9s for $3.99. That's a good price. Hello, Abigail. How are you? What is your opinion on the Hellcat? I mean, I think the Hellcat's a nice pistol. Trigger's a little heavy, but Apex makes a replacement if you want that. In my opinion, though, if I was going to buy one, I would get the Hellcat Pro. A little bit bigger grip, has the bigger mags already, and of course you can run the longer mags in a regular smaller Hellcat. But for me, I need the slide length also, just so I can get that thumb out there. But yeah, I mean, I've played around. I've shot the regular Hellcat, the smaller one, and it's not a bad shooter. And the trigger feels better shooting it than it does dry firing it. But I've played a lot with the Pro, but I haven't shot the Pro yet. But it does feel good and better in my hand, the Pro does, for me. If you have smaller hands, it might work great for you. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love the P10s. I have 2 P10Cs and 1 P10F. So I'm a huge fan of for striker fire, that's definitely my favorite pistol. I mean, out of all the ones that I have, and I have a ton of them. Let's see here. Yeah, Tradbo time. He said, I have a new gun. He got a 380 LCP Max, and he loves it. He said, let the hate begin. Now, I shot that little gun. I have a video of me shooting the 380 LCP Max. And it didn't work well for me, but that was my very first shot. It wasn't that it didn't function correctly. It's just that my groups, like where I was aiming, the point of aim, point of impact was not correct for me. But with time, you can lollipop it, you can overcome that, but it just didn't work for me very well. But it's also a small gun. Let's see here. Oh, matter of fact, when I was at Arrowhead, and I'll show them one more time because they were super nice people. And that is Arrowhead in Del City, Oklahoma. That's where I actually bought the bow that I showed earlier. Sorry. In case y'all needing the information, it was Gail and Jeff. Super nice people. She has a little LCP. And she was like, hey, I need a holster, for this and da-da-da-da-da. And I was talking to her and told her about Harry's holsters, and she actually went on and ordered one while we were there talking. So if y'all need anything, he also makes one for the 380 Max, too, if anybody needs one. It's called the Drake. It's just one of his smaller pistols, but comes with the metal clips, not the cheap plastic ones. And I'm definitely a metal clip guy. Oh, I didn't know Rodham got the P10F and 45. I've seen them, but I've never shot one. Somebody said they already canceled that. I don't know if they did or not, but somebody was telling me that they already canceled it. And it could just be, and maybe they did the 45 as a test run, and maybe they're going to make them in 10 millimeter. I know everybody's been asking for that from what I've been getting. When I get replies, everybody's like, I wish they made it in 10. This Liquid Death is good. I don't know if y'all have had this water, but it's actually really good. This is their Severed Lime. First time I've tried this Severed Lime, but it's actually pretty good. Any other questions, comments? Anybody getting any rifles, shotguns, anything that's tickling your fancy? And have y'all been seeing ammo prices come down, or have they been staying pretty steady in your area as far as pricing? Pistol Pete says, I have a Tanfo Match 9mm. I think that may be the most accurate pistol I've ever shot. Unbelievable shooter. Yeah, Tanfos make great guns. I've got the Tanfo Stock 2, and I really enjoy it. It's a great pistol. I just like my Shadow 2s a little better. I mean, they're both very great guns, but I do like the Shadow 2 a little better. Some of the smoothness of the frame. However, I love hard chrome. That's my favorite, coating of a gun. I think I've said that many, many times. I love hard chrome, and that's what mine is in hard chrome. That's right, Uncle Dan. I forgot. Uncle Dan has, I think he's got 1 or 2 Hellcats, but he really does like those. Ammo prices and gas prices are coming down here. I can't remember, Keith Gregory, what part of the area are you in? Because, of course, we're seeing some gas prices come down. They're not coming down to where they need to be, but they are coming down. Rodama is saying, Big J, I can't wait to get my hands on the new IWI Masada Slim, same size as Hellcat Pro. It's optic ready with night sights and will come around $400. Wow, that is a good price. Yeah, and the IWI Masada is actually a nice shooting pistol. I've shot Humbles before, and it is a nice shooting pistol. And the trigger's not bad either. Ron Hunt said he bought 1,000 rounds of 9mm for $425. Man, that's still high. Damn. Have to talk about the good guy with the gun that downed the POS in the food court. Yes, I'm glad he did. And that's the thing, that needs to show the anti-gunners that good people with guns, and this one did kind of make public news. I still think they're trying to hide it. And the left actually started jumping out saying, oh, he was in a gun-free zone, blah, 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 and started throwing that shit up. And that's the point, just showing we don't need gun-free zones. They need to go away. All gun-free zones, like I've said before, all gun-free zones do is they invite wolves to the hen house. That's all they do. So, oh, Guntucky. Okay. There you go. Got some good whiskey there, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. And they said he's going to run for a second term. What? He didn't even know where he is. I know it was, Russ. I know. Wow. Gas is down to 506. 506. I filled up today in Oklahoma, and it was 386, I think, per gallon, 386. But in Oklahoma and Texas, we're used to very low gas back in the day. 373 a gallon. That's good, Brian. Thinking about reloading. Well, and that's funny that you said that. Here in Oklahoma and everywhere, they sell reloading equipment, and primers are still hard to get, they were saying. And some primers are coming back in, but now powder's hard to get in some areas. So if it's not one thing, it's another. And I guess if we were in the reloading game, if we would have loaded up, a lot before, then we would have a ton of those components. Where I loaded up on ammo, other people loaded up on reloading supplies. But of course, as we all know, if you shoot a lot, you're going to go through both if you're a reloader or a shooter. So, it is what it is. But, we just got to do what we got to do. Gary, anyway, if your sheriff is anything like mine, they'll probably thank you for dropping a threat. Well, and, y'all know how I feel. catch back up. That flew. Let me see here. I work in the oil and gas industry, and the gas prices have nothing to do with the ONG companies, oil and gas companies. It's all as a result of the energy policies of this administration. Gas should be at about 275. Oh, I know that. I know that. But yet we give oil reserve to China and things like that, as he's giving all this money to Ukraine and all this other shit, but we can't even take care of our own. So, yeah, it's crazy. Hey, what's up, Clyde? How are you? 369 in North Carolina. God dang. Just got an ad today for primers, 5,000 for 579. Whew. Man, that's definitely not like the good old days. I'm hoping the NFA goes away. I don't know if it's going to, but I really hope it does, and we can just get rid of all this dumb shit. Or a lot of this dumb shit. Went to a rally at a local municipal center here in Illinois last night. There's a proposal to ban the sale of assault weapons, semi-automatic pistols, and high-capacity magazines. You mean standard capacity magazines? Yeah, I mean, hell, they're trying to push that. Little Jerry Nadler or whatever, Penguin, he's trying to push that shit right now. So they're going to be voting on that. It is what it is, though. What the hell? Oh boy. Sorry, I got to blast some shit out of here. All right. That's the militia. Yeah, we got trolls. Hey, what's up, Harry? Did I miss Uncle Dan? We were having communication. It was jacking up. I don't know if he had a bad connection or if maybe because I'm in a hotel. I don't know. It shows I have strong internet, but who the hell knows? But we were having problems, so he was on it first and had to jump off. But he's in the chat, though. Golly, man. What's up, Alaskan Ballistics? How are you? Porn bots are here. Yeah, they're everywhere. Man, I'm getting them in videos. After the video goes live, they're jumping in there and putting all this stupid crap on all these videos and saying you won prizes. And I mean, there's so much spam in there. Ron Hunt said we shouldn't have the homeless person vets before we give other countries money. I agree, man. I've said that when all this crap started way back. I said we can't even take care of our own vets and things like that, but yet we're sending billions and billions and billions of dollars to the Ukraine. So, and if you really, really know a lot about Ukraine, it's not that it's the perfect place. So, but it is what it is. Yep, gas is coming down because it's almost election time. Then they can take all credit for it. Yeah, but I think they're going to remember it's coming up midterms, so I think they're going to start pushing the, get your little crap again and send in your, paper elections, paper votes. So I'm sure it's coming. Yep, I do every single one of them, and I still get them. So I don't know. And I even get people like just normal, like y'all, who leave comments, and they'll delete those, but they won't go after all these spam bots. So I get a ton of comments that are deleted. They'll be there, and I'll see them, and then it's like comments are gone. Golly, here they are again. See? They just go under another name and start throwing out more crap. Yep, I agree. Another strand. You know, I think they tried to push this monkeypox crap, and people were like, shut the hell up. Do you have any mods? I don't know which mods you're talking about. I have a lot of modifications if you're talking about guns and stuff. Ball and Curious is asking Harry's holsters for guns with lights, or holsters for guns with lights. Just hold tight, Bald. Hold tight. Make sure you check your held for review comments, and when uploaded, allow all comments. Yep, I've got it. Let's see here. Yeah, I passed out wrenches before, and then I guess YouTube did an update and it deleted a bunch of people with wrenches. So I don't know. I didn't do it, but yeah, I can pass out some more. I'll do that later. I'm leaving the chat between you and Johnson. I can't catch a break. Hey man, we're just trying to help you out, brother. Pass out hammers, yeah, not just a wrench, hammers. Yeah, we'll pass out some stuff like that. Big Johnson gear need company that will fit barrel to my 2011 slide. That's what I said. I don't know which 2011 slide you're talking about, but most gunsmiths can do that, Bald. I've had gunsmiths do it for me before. I did the first one, and it was a pain in the ass and took me like over 3 hours, or maybe longer than that. Yeah, it doesn't do that anymore. Yeah, it doesn't do that anymore. My Bull Armory. What's wrong with your Bull Armory? I thought you already had it. I thought you already had a barrel for it. Is something not right with it? Is it messing up? Three on one isn't fair. Because your Bull Armory already has a comped barrel, doesn't it, Bald? So I don't know which one you're needing. Oh, you want a barrel without a comp. I got you. Okay, you want a standard barrel. Yeah, well, just get with Bull Armory. They might sell the barrel, and then you can just have it fitted. I would just email them and see if you can buy a barrel separate for it, and then have it fitted with your gunsmith. He just needs both barrels at the same time to make sure they're both going to match perfectly. Grand Power. Nobody buys that shit. Hell, you hadn't heard Ball talk about it, even shot his Grand Power in 100 years. So in case y'all missed it, Uncle Dan and I were talking about it earlier, but I got a new toy. So got me a bow, an ILF, and this is the model is a Myth X10, but it's got some weights and all that stuff on it. It's 66 inches, so we'll get that, start having some fun with that. I can shoot that thing in the backyard. I just can't launch it out over the fence, of course. Well, that's the thing about Bull Armory. They don't have a lot of support in the States, and I know a staccato barrel is probably not going to fit it. So I don't know. You might have to get on some kind of forums or something and see if anybody's done that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think all the CZ P10s have good triggers. Well, and like in some states, there's people that might, or countries, people might not have guns, but they could damn sure, use a bow and arrow if they had to. Any experience with C&H Precision optic plates? Looking at one from my M&P Core. C&H Precision makes good stuff. I personally haven't used them, but I have friends who have, and they say they do very well. So I don't think you'll have any problems with them. Anybody running Nighthawk? I've shot them. They make great guns. Have a pretty long wait though. Bald, I can't believe you're actually saying this. You need to mill everything. So just mill it all. Bow and arrow worked great for Rambo. Hell yeah. Everything works great in the movies. Anything else? We only have a couple of minutes. I think Chris is going to have his chat tonight. But if any of y'all are in the Oklahoma area and you need some archery stuff, definitely check out Arrowhead Archery. They're really nice people, treated me good. I don't know how well you can see that. I don't know why, but there it is right there. They were nice, and I like to support people who are really nice. And I mean, they were giving me all kinds of information that I, as a newbie, they were helping me out. But he was on earlier, but we were having really bad internet connection. So I don't know what the hell's going on. Probably between my Wi-Fi and the hotel and maybe his Wi-Fi, something was jacked up. Well, wouldn't be the first time somebody tried to sue me. Never lost a lawsuit. I've won them all, but, or not that I've had a bunch of them, but everybody's trying to sue everybody nowadays. Yep, Trad Bow Time. That's Uncle Dan's new channel. So it's pinned in the description of this video, or the comments, and also in the description. So, but if you're subscribed to Uncle Dan, it should carry your subscription over, but just double check it. And if y'all don't know what Trad Bow Time is, it means traditional bow time. So that's what he's going to be doing, is doing some bow shooting and educating some people on some bows. And I need some education on some bows. But we've got, of course, the Staccato C2, carrying that. It's right there with the Acro P2 on it. Everything's working great with it. Been shooting the crap out of it. I've got some videos I'll be releasing soon. I did do some more testing on it with something else that's pretty cool. So we will have that video up soon. I've done some testing on some other products. That's kind of neat. So we will. I've already filmed that video, so it'll be up soon too. But we'll get those videos up. But yeah, and if y'all have any questions or comments after the chat, please definitely leave them. But yeah, and I'm sorry we had that problem at the first. I don't want to turn anybody off, but that's why I just kind of shut up and let Uncle Dan talk, because everything I was saying, I know it was echoing, and that drives me crazy, and I know it drives y'all crazy. So I do apologize for that. When you're depending on someone else's internet, and I even tried my phone, which I have good, strong signal, but it showed the internet had the same signal, so I chose to use it. I might have used my phone, and maybe it would have worked better. I don't know. I want a video of you and Uncle Dan slaying hogs with your bows. Yeah, I want some videos of me and Uncle Dan slaying hogs with anything. Whether we're using semi-autos or we're using truck bumpers or whatever we got to do. That's always fun. maybe we can make it happen. But yeah, I definitely want, pulling those. I was shooting this bow at 7 yards, or excuse me, 10 yards and 15 yards. And, it's a B8 target, but it's bigger than a regular pistol B8 target. I think it was like, I don't know, it might have been about this big. And I did get 2 bullseyes, so I thought that was kind of cool. But of course, I was hitting around it and stuff like that. I was trying to get the depth down, and it's just different. Of course, I'm not a pro at it, never claimed to be, but it was fun doing it. But I will say, this finger right here, I was using the 3-finger method, and this finger right here is still numb on the tip. So, but I appreciate y'all. Oh, let's see here. Big J, what do you think about a 20 gauge shotgun for home defense? I mean, 20 gauge is not going to have much kick. I definitely prefer a 12 gauge. You can even get low recoil 12 gauge shells if that's what you need. In that, I would only use buckshot, of course, or slugs. But there's nothing wrong with 20 gauge. I'm just a 12 gauge person. But yeah, I had 20 gauges back in the day, and they're great shotguns. 20 gauge will definitely get some work done. Let's see here. Where did this say? Big Johnson Guns and Gear. My Texas trip got canceled, so maybe I'll just plan on a hog hunting trip. Hey, that's cool, man. We could try to make something work out for you. Yeah, come on up. But I appreciate y'all so much. Sorry for the audio again at the first of the chat, but we'll get it all figured out, and Uncle Dan and I will do it again. But go over and subscribe to him if you haven't. He's going to get some archery videos up for us, and I'm going to try to learn some stuff. And I'm going to start practicing in my backyard and having a good time with it. And, of course, guns aren't going away, so don't think that. But I do just, if you can find different methods to use and, kill game, I'm all about that. So, but I appreciate y'all so much. Chris is kicking off his chat, so I will jump off. If y'all have any questions or comments, leave them after the chat, and I'll be glad to do that. But thanks, everyone, so much for tuning in. Remember, an unarmed nation is a very weak nation, so we all got to carry on.